Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Pedro Cora will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
I'll round it. Find the ball. Round it.
Liner in there for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping in, Max Moroff.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Max Moroff.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Now at the plate, Matt G. He reached on a single in his first try.
Matt G.
Here's the pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Matt G.
Catcher, Matt G.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Nieto makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Settling in now, Juan Sanchez, and their runners at the corners now.
Sanchez.
Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. There, now the throw. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
At the plate, Matt G. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Matt G.
First pitch of the at-bat. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Pedro, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Here you go, make the turn.
Line drive base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Moroff.
All right, you're good. Stay here.
Rounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 5-3 game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize anymore.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Curve jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Davidas Nevoroskis claims the win out of the pen, his first. Fernando Calzado closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rubber Ducks, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Robbie Brunner, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Digging in for his second at-bat, Greg Allen. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. From the stretch, strike taken to throw. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now batting, Matt G. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits. Stepping in, Frank Nieto. He singled his last time up.
Frank Nieto.
First delivery to him on the way. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine. Striding forward now is the DH, David McClendon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there he goes towards second. Old strike, the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now in the box, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Moving under it, Allen. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits. No error. Into the box now, Keith McWilliams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There he goes. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the...
Ready for another chance? Matt G. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? 1 there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quick. Ready now, Greg Allen. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. In there. Now the throw. Behind the runner to second. Into the box now, Matt G.
Number 1, Matt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. Allen waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. Akron took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Cesar Aquino earns his first win of the season. Robbie Brunner was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Brandon Ferrillo works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First for the victorious Rubber Ducks, 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Curve, 2 runs.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Striding in, Abraham Benitez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Abraham Benitez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Relay, hit me, relay. Relay 3, relay 3.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting.
Coming to the plate now, Matt G, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Belted high and deep into right center. Stevenson ranging back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there, and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. 1-1 home. Liner toward right center. Jenkins is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So here now is the pitcher, Nick Turley, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Turley.
This is back toward the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Oh, man, you got that one right off the hand station. You all right?
Stepping up now, Ron Sandoval. He reached on a single in his first try.
0-0. Ron.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch misses the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end. Digging in, Matt G. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Matt G. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
He's starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Stevenson has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Stepping up to the plate, Matt G. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Matt G.
First pitch on its way. Sharp ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Max Moroff. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Harrisburg Senators took the... Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Pedro Cora, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball doesn't come out from on high angle.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Nice. I see you working.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Digging in now, Gil Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hernandez.
Hit to third.
Come on.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt G. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
The shortstop, Gil Hernandez.
Oh, and 2, here it comes.
Hernandez.
Hit out toward second. Reined in. The tag gets 1, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. So stepping in, Matt G. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
What a way to square up on that.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gil Hernandez.
Hernandez.
This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Now batting.
He's running. Strike taken to throw.
MattKing.
And no throw, in fact. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt G. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Good job.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate, Gil Hernandez. He loses him on ball 4. Next will be Jose Osuna, and with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. No hits to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. This pitch is popped up. Sanchez calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Altoona Curve jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pedro Cora gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. TJ Ibar pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Fernando Calzado hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Senators, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Erie Seawolves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sean Rosas gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing, not who was going to be the
Here you go, front the ball, front the ball.
Just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the third. To the bottom half of inning number 1. Altoona's out in front, 2-0. So digging in now, Tino Velasco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch in. Throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy.
In now, Matt G. He was gunned down at the plate trying for an inside the park home run his first time up. First offering on its way. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. High in the air out to center field. Reyna moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Matt G. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Liner towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him. So a big moment here, and standing in, Cecil Lyon, and he does so representing the possible goal. Strike called. Now the throw down, and he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get. Digging in and looking for more, Matt G. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Saunders gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him.
On the bag, on the bag, on the bag.
But he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. So striding forward now, Colin Moran. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Altoona Curve jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robbie Brunner gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Sean Rosa pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Fernando Calzado records the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Seawolves, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Altoona Curve and the Erie Seawolves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tommy Chang is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to watch a guy that has a pretty good slurve. And a lot of people ask me, hey, what's a slurve? It's kind of in between. It's not really a curveball, and it's not a true slider. It's kind of a hybrid of both. Whatever it is, he throws it, and he throws it well. It's about 6 to 7 miles an hour slower than his fastball, and he has an awfully good one. And if he brings that one with him, he should have some success in this one here today.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Dorta recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Coming to the plate now, Matt G. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Matt G.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Line towards center field. Reyna patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So coming to the plate, Matt G.
Number 1, Matt G.
First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. It was a walk in his last trip.
Max Moroff.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Julian Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a looper to left. Montero moving in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ron Sandoval, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Down the third baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that lead disappears with it, as this is now a 3-3 ball game. Stepping into the box, Matt G. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Saunders over at second. Osuna at first, 2 out in the inning. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2-1.
great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Tino Velasco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. That's a strike. Not in time. He's in there at second.
This catcher has an elite arm. Well, you get that.
Stepping into the box, Cecil Lyon. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Curve came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tom Hu claims the win out of the pen, his first.
A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Altoona Curve and the Akron Rubber Ducks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. George England, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy with a pretty good 3-pitch mix. Fastball, changeup, and a slider. His primary pitches are the fastball, and he will go to the changeup as well. 3-pitch guy, mainly fastball, changeup.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So no run. Next will be the designated hitter, Andreas Soriano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Soriano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. McKenzie on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Cut hold, eat it.
So striding in, Matt G comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Moving under it, Allen. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Now at the plate, Matt G. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Soft liner towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Now to the plate, Matt G.
Number 1, Matt G.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hard
hit ball to second. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, a double play. Ready once again, Juan Sanchez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, he's thinking about going yard, even though.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
You don't see that. Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Altoona Curve jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Alfonso Alvarado earns the win, his second, as he pitched into the 9th, allowing only 2 hits. George England pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Altoona Curve and the Akron Rubber Ducks. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ryan Merritt will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And 4 pitches. If you can throw him for strike.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him. In there with the stolen. Now at the plate, Matt G, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Digging in, Colin Moran. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Popped high in the air. Ferreira is under it, no problem, 1 away.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one. You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Second baseman.
Into the box, Hugh Klazuski, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away. Digging in, Bill Elkins, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone.
Digging in to try it again, Matt G. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fernandez is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Striding into the box, Matt G. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is at the plate. Matt G.
Catcher, Matt G.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Right here, find the ball.
And the runner will score from second. The relay throw. And now they'll at least get an out at third here as he's tagged out, but 2 runs are already in to score.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
7-5, tonight's final. The Rubber Ducks capitalized on a huge ninth inning on the way to the win. Neil Ramirez claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the Altoona Curve and the Akron Rubber Ducks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Lee Canizaro, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Soft liner toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Andreas Soriano. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Soriano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Stepping in, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep to right center. Sanchez ranging back to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Mac Rosas, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
This catcher has an elite arm.
Striding in once again, Matt G. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit sharply on the ground. McClendon comes up with it. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Matt G. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer. Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch and he hits the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Flying Squirrels of... Settling in now, Matt G comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Takes this the other way to right. Verdict is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt G, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Here's Max Moroff standing in.
Second baseman, Moroff.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get the double play. At the plate, Matt G. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground at first. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 00, Ron Sandoval.
Line toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Curve get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Nick Turley gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Dave Vila pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Willie Gonzalez wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partner. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Pedro Cora, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. No runs on a hit, no error. Now batting, Matt G.
Number 1, Matt G.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kevin Walker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Runners off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher has an elite arm.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Will Brannon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat. Big hit right here. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy.
Ready for another shot now. Matt G. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Burdick is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Will Brannon. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits. Now in the box, Matt G. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead shrinks to 1 at 3-2 now.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day. find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And they will get the force. And a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Flying Squirrels jumped out to an early lead. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of three. Robbie Brunner will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Reyna is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Into the box now, Adrian Salazar.
Adrian Salazar.
Runner goes for second. Strike. Throw down.
1-1.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Ready for another chance? Matt G. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Bullet back up the middle. Reyna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Matt G.
Number 1, Matt G.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. Into the box now, Matt G.
The catcher, number 1, Matt G.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing. And a miss on a ball that jammed him.
0-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of. Stepping in, MattKing. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
Beat it
Hit
out,
back toward the mound. He's got it to second for one. Back to first. It's a double play, and we've got more baseball.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Robert Grace gets the win in relief. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Erie Nick Turley, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running. Does a lot of things right, and if he does all those.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base. Leading off the inning, MattKing, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively.
Coming to the plate now, Thomas Kristen. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And there he goes towards second. And this one gets away. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as
striding in, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Reyna is right there, one down. Stepping up now, Matt G.
Catcher, number 1, Matt G.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Matt G.
Now batting, catcher, Matt G.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a little chopper up the middle to his left. Ryan. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, number 82. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's running. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
you don't see that very often against this guy.
Digging in once again, Mike Ryan. Now both runners are breaking. In there, now the throw.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
A coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
game's future star. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Matt G. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium. Focused on one thing, not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Jenkins is in pursuit. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Obviously, he's hoping for...
So stepping in, Adrian Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out. Digging in now, Matt G. earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Saunders is on his way home. The relay. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Edwin Jackson, 0 for 1. For him here in this one.
Edwin Jackson.
Now a bunt attempt here. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw this.
Leading off the inning, Matt G. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. At the plate, Matt G. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. High and deep to right. Jenkins going back at the track, the wall, and they have taken the lead. And a big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Matt G.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Sanchez. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially. Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Altoona Curve secured their 10th victory of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Harrisburg Senators. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. In now, Matt G. He's coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jenkins is there. 1 away.
Okay, here's the defense for the home.
So digging in now, Matt G. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Have a look. Softly on a line to third. Throw is high, and it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A little roller toward the hole.
Stand up right here.
Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run. Standing in, Andrew Stevenson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Runners off for second. Side, the throw. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You don't see that very often.
Coming to the plate now, Tom Jenkins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch it right, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So striding forward now, Matt G. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. In the air out toward right field. Jenkins has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Standing in, Matt G.
Matt G.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner, but foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors.
The left fielder, number 34.
Now a bunt attempt here.
Garcia.
Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Senators. 3 runs on 7 hits. 3 errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Curve, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 outs.
The show's continuing coverage. Stepping into the box, Matt G. comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Batting sixth.
Now at the plate, Gil Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Next will be Jose Osuna. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Feliz over to his left. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So coming to the plate, Matt G. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Roberto Hernandez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second. Oh, now the throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Stepping into the box, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So striding in, Gil Hernandez. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Now at the plate, Matt G. He singled his last time up.
Matt G.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits. Now to the plate, Roberto Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-0. Now the double steal is up. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a strike. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
10 hits.
Minor League Baseball is live. Dave Vila is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Popped him up. Valentin has a play, and that retires the side. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to... Digging in, Matt G. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Now at the plate, Jose Osuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 2-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. He's got it. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Ready once again, Will Brannon.
Now batting, shortstop, Will Brannon.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Into the box, Matt G. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Valentin has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in, Daniel Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. In there, now the throw. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Striding in to start the 9th, Matt G. as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Brannon loves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful. Digging in to try it again, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
First baseman.
Next will be Jose Osuna. Now a snap throw to first. Poor base running there. Got him caught in the hot box between first and second. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Doug Roberts. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Davidas Nevoroskis gets the win in relief, his second of the year.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Time for minor league. Pedro Cora, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if...
So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded.
Leading off with a curve.
Leading off the inning, Matt G. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Francis Montero. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitches a cold throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. At the plate, Cecil Lyon, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Stepping in, Matt G. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Striding in once again, Matt G. First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Jones is there, 2 gone. Now at the plate, number 82. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And there he goes towards second. Taken the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down. At the plate, Matt G.
Catcher, Matt G.
And the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay in the long. You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys at the home deck.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball. Settling in now, Matt G. Looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Come on,
Hit hard on the ground is short. Right to him. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Now in the box, Thomas Kristen. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Runners off for second. That's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Now batting, Matt G. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Soft liner towards center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Now the 3-2 pitch is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Ready for another shot now, Matt G. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready for another chance, Matt G. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Castro is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no error.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Ryan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there. Now the is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to watch. Into the box now, Thomas Kristen, and their runners at the corners now.
Kristen.
Now the 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. digging in the switch hitter, Alejandro Franco. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Alejandro Franco.
Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up. Into the box now, Matt G. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hernandez at second. Osuna is over at first with one away. Now a pickoff play at second. Back in. Standing. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Slide.
And he nails him at third. Great throw. So no runs on a hit here. No error. Ready now, Matt G. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. He popped out in his first trip.
Moroff
Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is stepping in. Matt G. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Erie Seawolves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.